My dad's story with the USPS in 1947, 1948 at the unemployment office, St. Paul, Minnesota. Things could have been different if my father took that position, but he chose not to. Little background, my father had just moved to St. Paul, Minnesota from Chicago with one baby and one on the way. Eventually, my mother and father had 11 children, no twins. So let me give you a story about his livelihood in St. Paul, Minnesota when he was out of work. His background was technical in printing. So he had no job. He moved to St. Paul to get out of Chicago during the 40s after his service in the Army, and went to apply for unemployment, and he had 3 offers. They said, Mr. Lamanna, the MTC, which was the Metropolitan Twin City bus, so the local bus. Number 2 would be the USPS, being a mailman. And number 3 was a company that had just started up in the printing industry of seals and tags, Christmas seals and tags. And basically what he did was he decided to take the least amount of money, but the most part of his interest and passion, which was printing. So, and the rest is history. He ended up not only working there as a pressman, he ended up buying the business, building the business, and so on. But what was interesting was he did not know whether that startup was going to survive in St. Paul, that printing operation. But what he did is he kept in touch with the employment office, and every year, he said, for about 3 years, not knowing if he was going to get laid off or they were going to shut down or whatever, the same person called him and asked him, hey, listen, you could have the local bus organization or the USPS. What would you like to do? And guess what? He went with his gut. He became a printer. Now, why am I sharing this? Because today, the USPS is such a great opportunity. That's the reason why I wanted to share it with you. So I've always had some type of an affiliation with the USPS. So God bless. I'll talk to you soon.